Caitlin Clark ignoring teammate pushes Indiana Fever HC to make urgent locker room move. It's probably written in golden words that Caitlin Clark put together a tremendous rookie season, breaking several records and quickly establishing herself as one of the top guards in the game. But amidst all that history-making, there was one record she probably didn't hang on her wall. Yes, the WNBA record for most turnovers in a single season. 223 of them and 5.6 per game. It stung, no doubt about it. So, the big question heading into 2025 was, would she clean that up? Well, it actually looked like she did. Being a young guard and handling the ball as much as Clark does is tough work. So, naturally, more WNBA reps were bound to help. Through the early games of 2025, things seemed way more in control. Until the Fever's first face-off with the New York Liberty happened. In that one, Clark's turnover woes came rushing back. She ended the game with a whopping 10 turnovers, almost what the entire Liberty squad had. It was messy. Add that to the fact that the Fever had a double-digit lead and still lost. But even then, they almost pulled it off against the reigning champs. And now, the very next time these two teams meet, it's a different story. Indiana came ready as Caitlin returned from a brief injury break and lit up Gainbridge Fieldhouse. The Fever handed the Liberty their first loss of the season with a 102-88 win. And Clark looked like she never left. She dropped 25 in the first half alone, 16 of which came in the first quarter itself as she caught fire. On 3 straight possessions, she drained 3 deep threes. But right after those fireworks came a turnover that had everyone talking post-game. After hyping up her star guard's performance, head coach Stephanie White called out a moment that got a few laughs too. Then the turnover where she missed Damaris Dantas right beside her and tried to throw it to somebody else in the corner, White said. And then she joked, You know, maybe I'll introduce her to Dee in the locker room. Clark clearly missed the open teammate, and White let her know, playfully of course. To be fair though, we have to say, not all of Clark's turnovers are on her. Some of them come from teammates not quite securing the ball. If Dantas had been a bit closer or better positioned. Who knows? Still, 7 turnovers on the night isn't ideal. But who's really counting when you're out there making magic? Because what number really mattered that night? 3. That was the stretch when Clark launched from the 3-point line back-to-back. And, by the way, that little locker room comment was clearly a joke. Because Clark and Dantas already have that on-court bond. Remember last season? Against Atlanta, Clark whipped a behind-the-back assist right to Dantas, who was also recently out for her 3rd triple of the night. That clip was everywhere. And it wasn't the only one. They've had their moments this time. Maybe she just didn't see her. It happens. Once the dust settled, we're sure CC found her in the locker room. Probably with a smile, a nod, and a my bad. Spraking if post-game, she also brought some insane numbers that almost look unbelievable. After missing 5 straight games, Caitlin Clark returned to the Indiana Fever lineup, and she didn't just play well, she dropped a masterclass. With 32 points, Clark led the Fever to a stunning 102-88 win over the previously undefeated New York Liberty, snapping their 9-0 start and sending a message across the league. She's back and dangerous. She outshined Liberty star Sabrina Ionescu, who had 34 points herself. But it was Clark's all-around brilliance and rhythm that made the difference. Her 32 points included 7 three-pointers, tying her WNBA career high, which she previously hit last year against the Mystics. But honestly, it wasn't just the number of threes. It was where she launched them from. Clark drained 6 of those 7 threes in the first half, and every single one of them came from deep. We're talking logo range. She hit 3 from 30-plus feet, 34, 31, 31, and 3 more from 27-plus, 28, 27, 27. And if you're wondering, the WNBA line is 22 feet. Yes, her range is practically out of bounds. This was also Clark's first 30-point game of the 2025 season, and the 5th of her young career. But it was her 3rd game posting at least 30 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists, breaking Candace Parker's record for the most such games in a player's first 2 seasons.